Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the first story from Timcast.com. Timcast CEO puts billboard in Times Square calling out Washington Post reporters' doxing of libs of TikTok. Taylor Lorenz blocked Tim Pool on Twitter after videos of the sign were posted online. Oh, I want to talk about this so bad. Now, we do have a disclaimer. At the top, it says Tim Pool is the owner and CEO of Timcast Media, including Timcast.com, because we have standards.
Yeah, this seems a little biased. I'm going to be honest.
Actually, it's not. It's a straightforward news story.
I don't know. I got to look into it. I'm not going to take your word for it. I have Timcast, CEO of Timcast, telling me his article on Timcast about him, the CEO of Timcast, isn't biased. Do you expect me to buy that right now?
It is not biased.
All right. Well,
you see, the fact that we reveal that information shows it's actually particularly straightforward. It's just several quotes. So a new message has joined the glowing advertisements in New York City's Times Square, admonishing the Washington Post for publishing private information of the creator of Libs of TikTok Twitter account. It shows statements from me. It shows that, very straightforward. Jeremy Boring and Timcast put this together. Taylor Lorenz, the technology reporter for the Washington Post. It shows, I believe, just statements from me mostly about it. Now, I suppose you can argue that Taylor, her responses should have been included in the story. But considering it's just about the billboard and why I did it, I think that's fair. And I think it's fair when I say, this is how we're addressing it.
What is it? Incredibly cool and handsome CEO of Timcast. Publishes awesome billboard. This is not.
It also says super strong.
Yeah.
Really strong.
And I won't take that from you.
And his mom says he's the most handsome.
That's true.
Okay,
I don't know.
That's fair.
I think the way this should have been framed is bigoted far-right figure harasses a poor innocent journalist.
That's more like it.
So let me tell you guys real quick just about what happened. So we talked about putting up the billboard. We were like, fingers crossed they'll approve it. They did. All right. I think I will play for you the video right here. It's actually quite simple. It says, democracy dies in darkness. Turn that down. That's why we're shining a light on you. Taylor Lorenz doxed at Libs of TikTok. At Timcast. So first, let me just address some of the immediate points people brought up. Why didn't we link to anything? Why didn't we use it as an opportunity to promote the show? You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You cannot use other people's likenesses to advertise your product. So there are rules, restrictions, and laws. Also, I'm like, I have to sign it. I'm the one who did it. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't me. We're going to put Timcast on it. What else are we going to do? I figured if we didn't, it would be, I don't know. I should have my name on the things that I'm doing. So that's ultimately how we decided to do it. The first thing that happens after we put it up is Taylor Lorenz responded saying, Tim Pool, actually, I think we might have the tweets from Taylor Lorenz as to what she said. Maybe not. Okay, hold on. No, I don't think we do. But Taylor Lorenz responded that Tim Pool and the CEO of the Daily Wire put up this billboard trying to discredit my journalism. My response was that I didn't want to discredit her journalism. Actually, I defended her reporting on Libs of TikTok. However, she lied about doxing, and that's what needed to be called out. Her response was, so let me show you this image. I said to her, when her response was like, a goofy face saying, oh, the internet's so crazy. I said, I'm glad you and your friends are happy. You made your point on CNN. I made mine on Times Square, and now we can move on. She responded, my family and friends are not happy. They have been subject to a nonstop stream of hateful attacks, doxing, and violent attacks driven by this baseless campaign. Happy to hear you're moving on. Taylor, I did not insult you. I did not dox you, and I defended your reporting. I called you a liar because you lied about doxing Libs of TikTok. If you do not want to be held to account for amoral or unethical activities, you should not be in media committing amoral or unethical activities. I do not tolerate insulting the person over her appearance or age. I do not support doxing, and I think Libs of TikTok should be reported on. We need to know who the influential people behind our politics are. But when you lie about it, you get called out. Now she's claiming that there's violent attacks and I'm part of this campaign. Oh, you know what? Just spare me.
Words are violence. Remember that. Words are violence.
That's where we're at.
Yep. No, I mean, look, it's no secret. This podcast has been swatted a number of times. People here have been threatened. I also have had people harass me, do things that have made me feel unsafe. I have been doxxed. I don't like saying it. I don't like talking about it. It's a little bit weird to bring it up every single time someone criticizes you.
Yeah, it's funny because she's like, this is violence against me, and then she posts it. Huh. It's like, I don't think you're being serious. You know what I think? When the story first comes out, I tweeted the link. She tweets it with a goofy face saying, "Oh, these people are so crazy. Oh, this post is so dumb." But then when I said, "Glad you're not upset and we can move on," she lost it. She blocked me immediately. Then she made another tweet saying, "This is the violence behind this," and now she's acting like it's the biggest attack against her. No, I think she likes the press.
What's the evidence of violence? I'd like her to explain that to everybody.
Well, see, we've talked about this before. It's a fascinating thesis. See, if you grow up grow up in hardship, or perhaps you're in the armed forces, you experience real risks and real threats. When you are at risk of losing your life from the job you're working, you know what violence really is. When you've been punched, attacked, or assaulted, you know what violence really is. But if you are a soft-bellied, I don't know, let's say your family's rich and they sent you to like a Swiss boarding school, and so you've never really experienced hardship, well, no one's ever dared speak ill of you. So the first time someone says a nasty word, you get that shock to your system like someone attacked you. They feel physical pain, like, "Oh, you said what about me? That's never happened before."
She probably grew up with participation awards and being told she was great the whole time.
Yeah, she went to a Swiss boarding school.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine someone like her has actually experienced hardship. But I don't think she's stupid. Certainly, she understands that she doxed Libs of TikTok and is lying about it because it's seriously, easily proven. It's now been confirmed by multiple sources. That's why I pulled up other sources. We have this from the Washington Free Beacon, which is, my friends, NewsGuard certified, which says Lorenz not only revealed the identity of the anonymous person who runs the account, but also included a copy of the person's real estate license, which showed her home address. The Post later removed the home address from the story, then lied about it, saying we did not publish or link to any details about her personal life. Let me just show you Taylor Lorenz's Wikipedia, which says, the article further publicized the identity of the account owner as Chaya Reichik and provided personal details. Okay. So she's lying. It's obvious she's lying, and she knows she's lying.
Tim, what's her motivation for doing that? Because by exposing those personal details, it's inviting harassment minimally. It's inviting violence. You're calling her out, and you're giving them the directions to where to go get her.
Yeah, I think... Look, I'm not going to give Taylor the benefit of the doubt. I think she or whoever on the team included the link to the private address knowing what they were doing to terrorize. Because, you know, we've got security issues. We know exactly what it means. And we have armed guards now. We have to get armed security in a variety of fashions. So when someone publishes your address in one of the most powerful and largest institutional publications in the world, even if it's for only an hour or two, you know what that means. It means you're not safe. And because of that, the person behind Libs of TikTok had to flee to a safe location. Now, it's possible that this is no longer the current address of the individual. All I know, and as we've reported, is that the address is listed in public records as the private residence of the individual. Sometimes people have addresses listed in the public and they move from them and never change it. I think it's a fair point to make because I want to make sure everyone's getting as much understanding of what's going on as possible. Taylor Lorenz has not provided any evidence or any counterclaim other than didn't do it. It's like, okay, well, here's the link. It's in the archive. No, didn't do it. The Washington Post says they didn't even link to it.
Well, you
can actually just see the link in the article in the archive.
Yeah, and not only I didn't do it, but you are victimizing me by pointing out the fact that I did it.
Correct.
Very slimy.
I don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt for putting that up, but I don't want to assume intent either. So I don't know exactly why it all happened.
But here's the thing. So, Ian, even if they didn't realize that this person was going to be harassed and potentially threatened and have their safety put at risk when they publish their address, that would just make them incredibly incompetent journalists who aren't worthy of their platform. So either way, it's horrible.
Hey, I agree with that.
Yeah, massive failure regardless.
It has to be called out.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, geez, go easy on this, but no, don't, because they really made a journalistic faux pas or like massive mistake in rendering, you know, as little harm as possible to the people that you're reporting on, and that needs to be called out so it doesn't happen again.
Well, they always cry foul when it's done to them. Mm-hmm. When they're called out, when they're named, you know, they're a victim right away. And they did it to somebody else, and they're denying it. And they always deny, and then they move on, and they don't want to be held accountable.
What's that, Darvo? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I've heard of
Darvo or something. There's this thing that the left always says. It's like deny
Attack, reverse, victim, and defender.
Yes.
Oh, so you reverse the victim and the offender. You deny
That's what
it,
she's doing.
You attack, and then you reverse the victim and the defender.
And that's
Right.
what Taylor Lorenz is doing.
Absolutely.
She's
Offender,
denying
rather.
she did the doxing. She's attacking people who are calling her out, and she's making herself the victim and the people who she attacked, the offenders. So it's funny because it's the left that often tweets about that, saying the right does it, but literally this is what they do. Oh no, I'm being. It's like that cartoon you ever see of the woman, the feminist, and she's shoveling crap over a wall, and it says opinions over the internet, and when they throw it back, she goes, "Help! I'm being oppressed." It's like welcome to the real world. Listen, you do not get to wield institutional power as a weapon and then hide behind it, because now these people are starting to realize what happens when other people who also have the ability to wield institutional power decide to strike back. And they're not going to like it. But I am done sitting around. All we did is put up a simple message. Taylor Lorenz doxed Libs of TikTok. I did not insult her. I did not post her address. I didn't reveal any private information about her. I made a simple statement.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, well, part of what makes this so hideous is the fact that a few weeks ago, before this was even a story, Taylor Lorenz was on MSNBC, and she started crying because she said she fears for what people will do with each tiny little bit of information about her that was leaked. So she's clearly very conscious about this kind of thing. And then she went on to publish somebody else's personal, private address.
And then lie about it.
Thanks
for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.